It looks like you have a really good relationship with food. What are you talking about? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Welcome back, everybody, to episode 37 of the Amateur Hour podcast, the most hot podcast at the moment.
The best podcast out there in the motherfucking world.
Mediocrely.
Joe Rogan who?
Joe Rogan who?
Just kidding. I love Joe Rogan.
I think we'd have a better show than him.
I love Joe Rogan.
You don't believe that?
He has some motherfucking interesting people on.
That's the only thing, though.
That's the everything.
Tit for tat. Who has a better show?
Joe Rogan.
No. If we had like John Cena on here, bro.
Yeah, but why the fuck would John Cena want to be on here? John Cena, hey, hit us up, bro.
The thing is, we're not there yet, but once we're there, bro, Joe Rogan has nothing to offer.
That's the podfather right there.
Oh, well, yeah, it's no disrespect. I still respect him for...
Okay. I respect you for taking that stance.
For pioneering.
I respect you for taking that stance.
But he has no competition when it comes to what we're doing.
He's a master in fucking kickbox or Muay Thai or fucking...
Probably. He'll probably kick my head off.
And he's famous and he's known people.
But can he mess up and podcast his true as much as I can, Matthew? I'd beg to fucking differ.
He can't.
So fuck you, Joe Rogan. I'm coming for your head.
Imagine. I hope he sees this, bro.
That was strictly for the intro purposes.
Yeah, that was clickbait. No, so have you watched? Do you watch Joe Rogan?
I used to back in the day, back when I used to work and throw on AirPods.
Yeah.
At a certain...
Without getting in trouble? While getting in trouble?
Both times. I used to listen to some of his guests.
Okay.
And it's very chill. Like very, very chill.
A couple of episodes ago, maybe 2 episodes ago, he had like 2 weeks ago, he had someone on that was very interesting, and the topic was about the moon landing being fake. It was actually really fucking interesting.
There's a show coming out about that.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a show about not the arms race, the space race.
Yeah.
And how the US supposedly was prepared to fake and stage the moon landing.
Yeah.
Just in case anything went wrong that day.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know the validity to what I just said.
There's so many theories to the moon landing, there's so many theories on the side of it's real, and there's so many theories on the side of it's fake.
What do you lean towards?
Both.
Matthew Cornelius Frausto, what is your stance on the moon landing?
Real quick, not to bore you guys, all I'm going to say is a little bit of both. I don't think we went to the moon when we said we did. I think most of the footage is fake. But there's also a part that I do think we've been to space, and there's a reason why we don't go back to the moon. For what? I don't know.
Scary monsters.
But yeah. NASA claims that we don't have the technology to go to the moon, that they destroyed the technology after that moon, after the last trip. That makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me that they had the technology in the 60s, but we destroyed it and we can't get it back. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Oh, because all the NASA like operators and things died off.
I don't know.
It's like that whole the whole special ops that killed Bin Laden have all died off mysteriously.
I thought one of them was still alive.
Yeah, it was just one a couple of years back. I don't know if he's still alive now. Conspiracy theory, guys.
I don't know.
Tune in for another episode of Conspiracy.
We should actually really...
They're fun.
Yeah,
like truly
dive
into
really
it.
dive into one. You should find one and just go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. It's because when we first started. Here's the thing: when we first started the podcast, we had a lot of ambitious topics and ideas and things like that. Yeah. But I think we're barely getting to the point where we can execute them to a entertaining degree. At least that's what I like to believe.
We're better at it.
Fuck you, Joe Rogan.
All it is that we're better at it. It's trial and error. The first couple of episodes are rough topic-wise because we don't even know what we're really doing. As of now, I feel like we have a good hold on it. And with our true crime episode, like in that realm, if you want to check it out,
Link in the description. Go check it out. Matthew did a great job. Actually, speaking of that, Matthew, I'm going to interrupt you real quickly. Everybody give Matthew his fucking flowers because you did a phenomenal job, bro. Highlight of the fucking episode. I'm telling you, Joe Rogan cannot compete with us. Do you see him talking about the hash slinging?
The hash bringing, crash bringing, stash bringing.
The Nightcrawler type
Caesar
dude. Has he had the Nightcrawler on his podcast?
Nah,
Exactly not.
I don't think Joe Rogan's ever talked about a true crime thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. There's like almost 2,000 episodes. So
every podcast out there, we're
coming for you.
We don't trust you.
Oh shit! Yeah, we don't listen to you.
That's why nobody listens to us. So speaking of comedy, Matthew, I know we were supposed to go together initially.
Yeah.
But life is lifing.
Yeah.
But you know that I ended up going to the infamous Bad Friends podcast / stand-up comedy show. I truly did not know what I was walking into.
No.
I thought it was going to be at most just like a live version of their podcast.
Yeah.
And boy, was it not. And boy, was it not.
Okay. So you, as you know, really quick, I went to see them.
Yes.
So I'm assuming it's the same type of show tour. I think there's a lot of like stuff.
Don't assume anything.
I don't know. Okay, so I want to hear what your experience was, and then I'll tell you if it matches up with mine for the most part as far as the show goes.
So, apart from me being a big fan, I think us reacting to their improv, to their funniest bits, and almost as a gratitude for what their video did for our channel, I wanted to go out to see them.
Yeah.
Very badly.
For sure. I mean, we wanted to see them even before we did a reaction to them.
Yeah, but the reaction made me want to see them more.
Yeah, but the success of that,
yes,
and just being a fan of them, yeah.
But Matthew, let me ask you a question. Have you ever went out to a special occasion or had some like special plan that regards you to take the entire day to prep for whatever it is that you're doing? Like you cannot do anything. Solely the whole day is dedicated to this.
Yeah. Sometimes, occasionally, not as often as.
Oh,
but I have before. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Where it's such a big event to you that for me it's like I've had that with like a basketball game or something, a concert where it's like today's the day, getting the fit ready, getting the battery packs and all that shit.
Showering.
Yes. So I have showering, of course. That should be an everyday thing.
Yeah.
Only on special occasions.
Only on special occasions.
Apparently.
So for me, growing up, it used to be birthday parties.
Oh, okay.
That I would, I didn't have much of special occasions. It was only a birthday party was the culmination of everybody coming together and celebrating me. But then I started to grow up, and people started to stop showing up. So
fuck them.
Yeah. Anyways, the show is in Tucson, Matthew. Mm-hmm. And then for me to go off to Tucson, I'm prepping for. Not only am I prepping for a show, Matthew, I'm prepping for a mini road trip.
Essentially, yeah. At least 2 hours, right?
Yeah,
at least 2 hours. Oh.
I start driving. I hop on the freeway, and at this point, I'm like, you know what? I'm a little behind on their episodes. Let me go ahead and catch up and almost like have this. Not ambiguous, but like this parasocial relationship before I go and see them live.
Yeah, you want to study real quick.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And funny thing is, part of why I wanted to go to the show was because I wanted to study them as well, because they are some of my podcast heroes.
Yeah.
And I want to learn from the best to be better than them. So I start driving, and then I proceed off to get off the freeway really quickly because I forgot to get gas.
I'll get it in the morning.
As I'm driving, I'm like, why is my car stopping?
Oh, shit.
Okay, but I get back on the freeway, Matthew. And, I'm there driving, as one does, on a road trip.
Right.
I'm listening to the podcast episodes. And then at some point, I'm like, oh, shit, this is my exit. Fuck.
I hate that, bro.
I missed the exit.
I hate
completely on me. That is completely on me.
Yeah, you just zone out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm driving. Okay, so I missed the exit. Map reroutes me to get,
get back on your circle.
So as I am being rerouted, I have to take another exit, right? as I turn around hop back on the freeway.
Right.
As I am trying to get to the exit to go back to course, Matthew, this lady cuts me off last minute. Does not allow me to get into the exit that is supposed to send me on course.
Okay.
So, Matthew.
So you miss it again?
Yes. I missed the exit to get me back to where I was supposed to be in the first place. Instead of going through the interstate,
right.
As one does, with all the freeways and everything, a bunch of like 6 lanes, I end up derailing to a 2-way highway. A 2-lane highway.
Going the opposite way?
No, not the opposite way. I'm on the way to
going there.
To Tucson.
Probably just the slowest way.
What was supposed to, at this point, I only had like roughly an hour-ish to get to my destination.
Okay.
Matthew, it added 50 minutes.
Why? Was it just packed? Was it like a...
Not only was there traffic, it was the long way around.
Yeah.
I had to go around. So immediately,
What highway was that?
Huh?
What highway was that?
10. I took the 10. I was supposed to take the 202 there. That was the fastest way there because it's interstate.
Yeah.
I took the highway. And it was so... Bro, there was like easily 20 minutes that it was bumper to bumper.
Goddamn, brother, that sounds like a bad time to meet.
But, I left like 50 minutes before.
So it kind of...
Yeah. So
you still had the normal grace period to get to the show? Didn't
Yeah.
make you late?
Yeah.
Okay.
So finally, Matthew, I get there after hours of cursing out in the skies and everything.
Yeah, you got road rage, bro.
I do. It's actually really bad.
Yeah, I don't care that much, man. I'm vibing.
So finally, I get there.
Right.
I get into the parking garage that's directly next to the venue. Park the car. As I'm walking into the venue itself, the first thing I see is an alcohol bar. And then right next to it is the merch table. And I look at it and I'm like, huh.
Take a shot, then buy merch.
There was 3 minutes left of the show. And so there was a big line and I was like, I'll get on my way.
I've always had luck getting merch after shows. Shout out to my niece, Adri. She waited in line at the Kendrick show. She went
for the entire show, and I enjoyed it.
Well, no, she missed all of Baby Keem's set waiting for merch. And then I was like, I got merch after. And she's like, what? There was merch after? I was like, yeah, what the fuck? Hell no. Anyway, 3 minutes left.
3 minutes left. So I'm like, I gotta go directly to my seat. So now I'm in my seat, right? And as I'm sitting in my seat, Matthew, they have the screen up where I can see everybody. And on that screen, there's a little QR code.
Okay.
Right? Does this sound familiar to you?
Yeah.
There's a little QR code, and it says, "Be a bad friend tonight." I go there and scan it. My theory is that it's just gonna take me to like their YouTube channel or whatever. It's just a little promotion. But to my surprise, I scan it, and it takes me to a random site, and it asks me to give a little small bio of myself and a hidden talent that I might have. Okay. It asked for consent to if I wanted to participate in the show.
Oh, so it's like a raffle. It's like a raffle to see who goes on stage.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
So, obviously, I say...
Did you tell them that you could put your ankles behind your head?
I didn't think this was appropriate for this setting in the start, but like later in the show...
Actually, I was going to say,
yeah.
Actually, it's the perfect place.
It's the only place where that shit is appropriate. So, in my bio, obviously, I say, hey, my name is Angel. I come from Phoenix into these weary parts to see my favorite ginger and Asian Kevin Hart.
Got him.
I put that in the bio. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I put, I'm an aspiring podcaster / entertainer with dreams and ambitions too big for my own good. And then for my hidden talent, I said, I'm surprisingly fatter than Bobby Lee. After some time, you're familiar with the show, right? Yeah. So the girl, her name is Jessie Johnson. She's been on the podcast a couple of times. She's kind of like the little sidekick at some point. She's a show opener. She's a friend of the show and also part of the comedy Mothership ensemble, which is what you were talking about. The thing that Joe Rogan has down in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's part of that, part of with Theo and then like all those people. She's been on part of that ensemble, which is I would believe how she was discovered by like the the Bad Friends people.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
and you can tell by her delivery and things like that she's still kind of new to stand up, new to all these new eyes that are being on her.
Yeah.
With the
So you can tell she's just a little more on the like rookie side.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
At least to this degree,
Okay.
because I know she's been doing shows in clubs, and now this is a venue.
Yeah.
It's a big
and
difference.
You're opening for a very famous. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she starts off by playing the trumpet, plays the Canadian national anthem.
It's very strange.
It is strange, given the fact that she's native to Arizona. Did you know that?
No.
No, yeah. So she's native to Arizona, and she starts off by playing that. And she has a lot. I think she was really good for being an opener. I think she did her job in regards to getting the crowd up on their feet and having them laugh. But the thing is, she had like some political takes or political jokes about that.
Okay.
And then the crowd was very right. So there was like a lot of hecklers and everything.
That was a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. And then she's like, "You don't have to say your opinion." It was literally like me seeing those TikTok shorts.
Yeah.
In real
time.
Yeah.
In real time. You were there
like,
technically.
Yeah. She introduces Andrew. Right. He comes out. Roaring crowd. People start clapping because this is one half of the Bad Friends podcast. This is what we all came
Andrew's
for.
pretty big by himself too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as soon as he came out, there was an immediate difference. Like he knew how to dictate.
Like energy shift.
Yes.
He knew how to work the crowd.
He knew how to work the crowd. And to my surprise, I was like, okay, I'm not here to watch a live podcast.
No.
These people are doing stand-up. Yeah. And I was like, okay. So, he started sharing some things about himself. And one of the things that I didn't know is that he actually went to ASU. Did you know that? He lived in the
He might have said that.
rural Phoenix area for quite a bit, in downtown Phoenix. And he was talking his shit to the Tucson crowd, which they were really proud to be Tucson crowd. And I was just like,
nobody's actually proud to be from Tucson. I hate to break it to you. No.
But that got me thinking. How many famous people do you know that have broken out from Arizona?
That lived here in Arizona?
No, that have broken out.
What do you mean?
Like native to here.
David
Breakout
Spade.
Stars.
Mike Bibby. No, he just went to school here. I don't think he actually lived here. Sean O'Malley.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Andrew Santino. Whatever.
I don't think he's from here. I think he just went to school here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But actual people that broke out. Okay, those are the only two that I can think of.
Well, to finish, I actually got curious. So I just made a quick search. A couple of them. Academy Award winning star Emma Stone.
Oh.
Is from here.
Oh.
WWE superstar Shawn Michaels is also from Arizona.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Stevie Nicks is also from here.
Damn.
Haley Berry. No, not Haley Berry. Haley Bieber.
Oh, is she?
Haley Bieber's from Tucson, actually. Which you can tell.
You can see it. You can see it. That makes sense now. I'll never look at her the same.
Director Steven Spielberg is from Scottsdale, Arizona.
Is he really?
Yes.
He be tweaking?
Yep.
He was tweaking over here in Scottsdale?
Brock Purdy is from...
Oh, yeah.
Cesar Chavez is from here.
Oh, that's the school?
Yeah.
Do other places have a Cesar Chavez school?
I don't know. I've only been here.
I don't know either.
And then 2017's breakout porn star Chloe Temple was actually from here. Just a quick thought I wanted to go ahead and...
We got a few people on OnlyFans if you want to,
include them.
If you want to be specific. There's about 1,500.
Breakout stars, man.
They're on the up and up. Shout out to anyway. Okay, that's actually quite a few more. David Spade's on that list. Did you?
No, I didn't get David Spade.
I think he's on that list.
Yeah.
And then Frankie Muniz.
Oh, really?
At least he lives here. I don't think he's from here. I don't know, man.
I don't know. No, but yeah, they I thought I was gonna be the one that put my city on the map.
Yeah, but none of them are. Oh well, Steven Spielberg. Okay, I was gonna say, bro, don't sell yourself short. There ain't nobody on that list that's that great.
They're all great. What do you mean? 2017's breakout porn star Chloe Temple doesn't hold a map to Steven Spielberg? Is that what you're saying?
All I'm saying is
different works of art.
Yeah, I guess. There's some bangers on there. I forgot. I was going to try to give you some motivation. My fault. My fault. Anyway.
Well, back to the show.
Right.
And as I'm watching the comedy routine, Matthew, Andrew starts bringing the funny. Like, he was just getting the crowd warmed up a little bit, but he starts rampaging the punchlines after punchlines, back to back to back, doing his part to not only make the crowd up, but propping everybody up to come. Because Bobby was right after him.
Yeah.
And he's doing his job to get the crowd warmed up for him.
And hype. And,
which is, again, if we're looking at just as a studious thing, that's a hard thing to do, dude. It's a hard thing to execute.
Yeah. Not for me. Y'all be easy.
And Matt, it happens. Bobby Lee comes out.
Is that who you wanted to see? Who were you more eager to see the most?
Bobby. Bobby.
Yeah.
And he gets the announcement, and the crowd erupts, Matthew. Erupts. Everybody was so fucking loud and drunk. It was amazing.
Did you drink?
No.
Lame.
I wanted to, but the lines were so fucking long. I didn't want to miss the show, you know?
Yeah.
No, but he comes out loud and hard, quite literally. He had a boner.
What?
Yeah. You just couldn't tell because, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It just takes one to know one, you know. I'm like, oh, yeah, you got a tiny one there, you know. Just big pants.
It's like a button.
Yeah.
In a fur coat.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. No, but here's the interesting part, Matthew.
Okay.
Whilst Andrew's performance felt like a traditional stand-up, what you would see on Netflix and everything, Bobby was working the crowd. Bobby was improvising.
Yeah.
There was a couple that came in late because either they went off to get a drink or something like that, and he called them out and started. And it was mainly the people in the front because obviously that's who he has direct access to. But he was working the crowd. He started calling off all the Asians in the crowd, including the crowd in the punchlines, and that's something that I haven't really seen. Granted, I haven't been to many comedy shows, but it was really nice to see in person.
Yeah.
And before you knew it, Matthew, the curtains flew up behind Bobby, and there it was. The Bad Friends set.
Yes.
Literally just how it is on video.
Yep.
It was right behind him. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. There was another moment. So I'm like, that's my goal right there. That is the dream. That is what I'm seeing right now is where I'm going to be.
Yep.
Okay. So they go into like complimenting each other. Right. Andrew and Bobby saying, oh, good job and things like that. And then they work the crowd a little bit. Just a little bit more, again, just to keep up the energy. And then they start bickering, obviously, because they always do, because they're bad friends. And then, Matthew, they start to lean into the Bad Friends trivia.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know much when I went. I didn't know much, so.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Andrew sends out Bobby to the crowd to get 5 people. Huh. That's his job. Huh. Bobby gets 4 people from the front row seat. And then Andrew's like, God damn it, Bobby. Go up there and get some more people. He starts to disperse them. Matthew, he's coming up.
No fucking way.
He's coming up.
No fucking way.
He comes up. I see him, Matthew. He's old.
Who?
Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
But I see him. He has his orange beanie. We make eye contact, Matthew.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do. I'm telling you.
I was there.
I'm sitting right here. He's over there. Right. I see him. We lock eyes, and then he gets 2 people from the front row, like from 2 rows in front of me. Damn. Unfortunately, we almost had them, Matthew.
What would you have done?
Huh?
What would you have done?
I would have came right there, right then and there.
But would you have shouted out our podcast?
Obviously.
Yeah, you would have been.
Obviously.
You would have been that guy.
Yeah.
Ah, you suck, bro.
Oh,
you fucking suck.
I would be like, Bobby,
you should have dressed like Bobby.
I should have.
You should have.
To stand out.
Yeah.
Damn, next time, man. There's always the next time.
Yeah.
So they go out to play the trivia. And let me ask you the first question that they ask you, if you know it.
Okay.
What grizzly bear was seen out in Chicago?
Andrew's mom.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only like one that I knew
Yeah,
like right off the
yeah.
bat. The other ones I had to
Easy
think
one.
about a
Yeah,
little
that's
bit.
the easy one.
Yeah. Okay. Now, the trivia goes on for a little bit. You know, they have the contestants go head to head, and then they start giving out gifts and everything. And then after the trivia, Matthew, comes the closing segment, which is the Bad Friends talent show.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Remember that QR code
Yeah, in the beginning,
in the beginning?
the bio.
So, 5 people are picked from the crowd. Andrew doesn't send off Bobby. Andrew has a list in his hand. He calls out Brendan, Isaiah, Maria, Rodrigo. And Matthew, do you want to know why I was so excited for us to even talk about this?
Why?
Remember when you said what I would have done if I went up to the stage?
What happened, bro? Tell me what happened.
He says, all of you guys come up to the stage. He repeats it. Repeats the names. Brendan, Isaiah, Maria, Rodrigo, and then.
He only said 4?
Did he?
I don't know. Okay, my bad. I thought he... Okay. And then?
Did he? Yeah, he called me up.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he fucking didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he fucking
Yes,
didn't.
he did. He couldn't say my fucking last name.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't
He was
even
like
say it.
Angel de Lean. What the fuck kind of last name is that?
Delira?
Yeah, but he just couldn't say it, and he made fun of me.
Yeah.
And then he repeated the names, and he told all of us to go up in the stage. So there I go.
You did not go on fucking stage, bro. That is fucking sick. You tell me you're lying.
Huh?
Tell me you're lying.
I'm lying.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you the talents that the rest of my competition had.
Right.
Brendan.
Mm-hmm.
Brendan could suck his own toe.
That's not a talent. That's
Isaiah was white, black, and Asian.
That's not a talent. That's just sex.
Rodrigo was a dancer.
Okay.
And Maria never went up.
Oh, no?
No.
Maria was stuck in line trying to buy merch.
Maria never went. Maybe she got shy.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Maybe she got shy.
Maybe.
So they bring up Isaiah first because Bobby cannot believe the fact that he is a black, white, Asian man. And so they have him improv being a black, being a white, and being an Asian man all separately. And Matt, he is butchering it all.
You could do better?
Of course. Of course I can.
You say the N-word a lot, so I think...
Oh, yeah. And I did.
I said it for him.
They go... Yeah. Hey, pass me the...
Hey, pass me the bag. I got you, bro. I got you.
They go to the toe guy.
Mm-hmm.
He slips off his sock, puts his toe in the mouth.
That's just more flexibility. That's not... That's
And
concerning.
then he puts Bobby's toe in his mouth. Bobby's toes.
No.
He has multiple Bobby toes in his mouth. Lord knows where 50 years of Bobby have been.
No.
And it turns out that the dancing guy was like a prop. It was you know Carlos, right?
Yeah.
Like their producer.
Yeah.
It was his birthday,
Oh.
so they got him a stripper.
Oh.
And he was
That was a
stripping.
dancer?
Yeah. He was a plant.
Dang, that's crazy.
He was a plant.
So you actually got called up, though.
Well, Matthew, in this moment, I realized that I made the entire thing up. I didn't get called off on the stage. I fucking wish. But can I tell you something though?
What happened?
I honestly do believe that there's a possibility that I could have like went up there because there was up the person that was 2 seats next to me went up.
Oh.
He was the black, Asian, and white guy.
Oh.
But how sick would it have been if I went off?
That would have been tight.
It would have been tight because, and dude, I was like, it was a weird feeling because I saw everybody doing what they were doing, and call it ego or whatever, but I was like, with those improv things that they were doing, Bobby and Andrew were setting him up perfectly. They were painting the scene.
Yeah.
And all the guy had to do was just
follow. You just go.
Just go with it. Just go with it. And I'm like, if I was in that moment, of a fucking course I would have taken it. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I don't even want to claim that I have the most stage presence. Obviously I would have been scared, but I don't know, man. Nobody knew how to hold mics either. Everybody was doing where they were just like by the sides and everything. There. Yeah, and then the mic frequency was like really bad. And you can tell like having so many people up there that don't know what they're doing. It was kind of getting to Andrew. He was kind of getting like a little, okay, guys. Like, just for the show's sake, just be wary of the mic and everything. And that's when I was like, God damn.
If I was up there, I'd have that shit down my throat.
Bobby?
Nah, that wouldn't make it to your throat. But no, just having just like the technical skill of, I've been a part of stuff like that with like sports where they'll call someone up and the mechanics are all off, and you're like, man, if I was there, I'd show you my fundamentals. So much, you know,
It would be my time to shine.
What would you have said if you were up there? Would you have given it? Would you have layered that in? Did they ask questions to them for them to be able to have say something like that? Because I know you would have shouted out the fact that you're a podcast.
Yeah,
you probably would have said the name of it, and then we would have been famous. So fuck you for not.
So do you want to know my if I went up there? I would have established the fact that I am also a podcaster / entertainer, and I would say to their face, I'm like, you guys don't even know that you're my competition right now.
Damn, call them out in front of everybody.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
That is fucked up. But how else would you get someone's respect?
That, and then you should have fell, like you should have purposely tripped leaving the stage, gone viral. That'd have been cool.
No, but I was, bro. When Andrew had the list and he was calling it, I'm like, this is my time. I'm like, it would have been so perfect if the last name was me. But the last name, coincidentally, was the guy that was right next to me, like 2 seats over me.
His name was Angel?
No. His name was Isaiah.
Isaiah. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
There is a timeline out there when I went up there.
Where you went up there.
That day.
Yeah.
And I became their best friend.
That's actually, damn, man. Nah, I don't. I love going to comedy shows. I hate being close because I don't want to be picked on. I don't want to be looked at. I just want to enjoy this. I just want to enjoy the show. Don't make fun of me. It's not that I can't take it. I just
don't want the eyes.
No, it's not even that. I just don't want my.
Don't look at my pointy nose.
Yeah. I don't want my favorite comedian dissecting me. You know.
Poke fun at them back, dude. Imagine.
They're gonna win.
Obviously.
So yeah, I'd rather not.
I don't know.
Then they get mean and my feelings get hurt. So, no, okay, that's crazy. Pretty much the same type of setup. They asked harder trivia. I felt like.
Oh yeah, they were harder.
Like, damn, like it's gotta be like die-hard fans answering that shit, and there was people would be like 7, and I'm like, how the fuck did you know that? You know, crazy.
What high school did Bobby Lee go where he failed this, and then I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and they're like, that was in episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so. That's interesting.
The whole like ordeal that I got from seeing that was that it gave me so much inspiration. I saw what was possible from not only a podcast setting but a comedic setting, and that's something that we really try to strive for.
Yeah.
And you know, I was like, this is gonna be me one day. Like one day we're gonna do something together, and I'm gonna mention the fact that I went to go see you guys when I was a nobody.
That's how the origin stories start, you know? It always happens some way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you know, call it delusion or something, and I know I frankly am, but that's the only thing that I could think after leaving that night was like,
how do I get on that fucking stage?
Well, not only that, it's not the how, it's the when.
Oh,
because I know it's happening.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Speak that into existence.
But it was honestly a really great time. They closed off the show by singing a stupid song. I didn't know Bobby could play piano. I didn't know Andrew could sing. Yeah. They did a really, really nice little outro, thanking everybody for being there, thanking everybody for being the best friends, and for them to continue to do what they're doing.
That's tight.
You know?
Yeah, that's tight.
And yeah, it was.
Would you go see them again?
Of course.
Yeah, even if it was the same show?
Well, maybe in a couple years, once they get some new material.
Once they get something, yeah, you wouldn't go back to the same one?
What do you mean?
To the same show? Like I'm saying, if next year they came and it's the same tour?
Not if it's this. No. I want to make at least, because I mean, all in all, it was like ticket was like $60, and then parking was $15, and then like
gas
60 with gas and stuff. So like it was a trip for me, but it was like a sacrifice because at the end of the day, like I think I learned a lot from that.
No, I'm sure you did. What was that your first comedy show?
No, but it was the first comedy show
with like a
proper
that,
comics
like, celebrity status.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was more impressed with Andrew's setup and punchline and reoccurring things. Even Bobby, his ability to call back to improv things. Because again, I'm telling you, he obviously it wasn't just improv. He had some of it set, but there was a couple that came in late, and they were just sitting down and everything. And then he was like, sit down, and and stuff like that. And then he went into an improvise of like, now I have to do the whole spiel over again. So he like quickly recapped basically everything.
Like in a funny way. Yeah, just like being silly with it. Yeah,
everything that he did. And it literally was just the highlights.
But their type of comedy is mean or like, like roasty and just very abrupt and abrasive. So it's like.
Well, no, what's funny? I think that correlates a lot to my comedy style. Or what I'm trying to.
Yeah. To be like, to be
mean.
Like it's like
in your face.
Yeah.
Gay.
Oh, that one. I'm not gay personally. He did show his asshole a lot, which he got fined. He said. Yeah, for doing it.
Well, no. He didn't show his. He didn't spread. Because I think he got fined for spreading.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So speaking of the end, right? So I actually took quite a few videos. I didn't know we couldn't record. So I was actually just like getting some stuff. I got there coming out. I got Andrew coming out. I got Bobby coming out, and then I got like them all together. Literally, bro, right? And literally the last like time I'm getting I'm just trying to get a picture just to post on the gram, just like a still. So I go and I literally take a picture. I go, choop. And again, mind you, I've been doing this all fucking show. I take a picture, and I all of a sudden, click, and the dude's like, you need to delete that now, or we're going to kick you out. If we have to ask you again, you're out of here. And he's like, delete it. And because it was on Snapchat, I already saved it. But I already saved it. But I hit the back button, right, and I discard, and I go, it's gone. And then he just, because it was an old dude, like, what the fuck, I'll break your hip. And he walked away. And then literally as like he walked away, 10 seconds later, they end the show and the lights come on. I'm like, what the fuck? I almost got kicked out in the last 10 seconds of the show. But I've been filming all fucking show. No one said anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, with Flash.
Hey, yo, this is crazy. What up, YouTube?
What's up, TikTok? Like, I don't know.
You're live streaming?
Yeah,
you have
literally.
the whole rig here?
Yeah. I have the whole camera and a mic. And I'm like, hey, guys, you see this? Like, I was doing it the whole fucking the show. And then they I guess I'm just too clean with it. So, damn, man, I'm glad you had a good time, though. Glad you got to experience that for sure.
It's great. And again, I went for entertainment purposes, but I also went, again, to study because we've talked about this a little bit off the camera, but I really want to challenge myself to maybe actually be funny for once.
Yeah.
With seeing them, it gave me the final push to like actually attempt a comedy set of my own. I've been like I'm telling you, off and on, just seeing the ins. Matthew, I watched a whole course on breaking down setups.
Oh, really?
And punchlines.
Like you've done some homework?
And timings. I'm not saying I'm good.
No, but you started the journey of studying the craft.
It's weird to like learn backwards.
It's weird to have. There's always a technical, fundamental side to anything to be good at it, whether it's speaking, comedy, video games, sports, jobs, careers, hobbies. Yeah.
So it was it's still very weird for me to learn how to be funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with that, I would like to present to you my first set. It's really bad. As all first sets are.
Am I going to be the audience?
Huh?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Again, let's set up the scene. Matthew, I am... you know what? I'm just gonna go. You'll see what I mean. Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing? I asked that not because I care, but just because I actually kind of want to tell you something real quick. This is my first comedy set ever. So, yeah. Now that the very bad expectations are on the way, let me just go ahead and tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Angel, born and raised here in Phoenix. And I, as you can see, I'm obnoxiously fat.
Okay.
No, but seriously, I've struggled with my weight and my relationship with food like my entire life.
It looks like you have a really good relationship with food. What are you talking about? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The intrusive thoughts came. My bad. Cut that out. No,
shit, bro.
My fault.
You're gonna body me on my own set.
My fault. I had to. I'm sorry.
I had a really bad relationship with my weight and with food all my life, it seems like. And I blame my father, honestly, for most of it. Now just hear me out. Years of verbal and emotional abuse, really affects a kid, as we all know. I was taught to always bottle shit up, be a man. And years go by, and I look down, and I'm fat. But for all I know, I can just, be filled up with sad. All this can be just fucking emotion. I don't fucking know. Now, I don't necessarily blame my dad. I get it. Life is hard. Fucking, it sucks. Life beats you up. But what else is Papa John supposed to do when I'm the only one eating his shitty pizza?
You're the only one keeping him in business.
No, I'm kidding. No, I had a dad for a while. He's not dead. I just haven't seen him in 15 years. So, yeah. Mom's still around too. Both her and my dad are actually from Mexico. So, it's not my very present skin doesn't say that. I'm brown. Not too brown, but
You're brown enough.
Yeah. I come from hardworking parents, though. They worked their asses off and left the motherland in hopes for giving me a future. And fast forward 20 years, and I'm wrestling a crackhead at the gas station trying to get the open pump. No, but Mexico, it has some crackheads too. They just don't really talk about them. I see them all the time, just not common. But they usually end up huddling outside of Home Depots and asking to get a fucking job. Because they're hardworking crackheads. It's in the motherland. No, but my parents' hometown, man. I've personally never been, just because it scares me. But the only thing that I know is that it's home to the Mexican pyramids. So you may know Mexico does have pyramids. All two of them, they're there. No, but the crazy thing, man, is they've been up for years. It's crazy. Things are just a relic of time. There's legends that it was built by man. More specifically, the president went out and got 6 of the Home Depot crackheads and just gave them a weekend and a case of beer for them to build the pyramids. My dad's out there trying to sell his shitty pizza. They're yelling at him. It's shitty.
Jesus Christ.
In 20 years here, I'm still wrestling with the same fucking crackhead as I'm trying to eat the pizza. My dad's yelling at me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. My name's Benejo, and then this is my first comedy set. Woo, thank you.
Woo, thank you. There you go. Everyone, put the claps in. Okay. Do you think you would? Would you do like an open mic, like an amateur night?
Yeah.
I know a place.
Well, I wouldn't do it now. Obviously, I think I really need to focus on what I'm saying in the delivery.
It wasn't bad.
But yeah, it was my first set, guys.
Yeah. Was this before or after you went to the show?
I started working on it before.
Okay.
And then once I got to see how Andrew was delivering, and then once I really went back and listened to, if you guys really want to get nerdy about this, comedy follows the rule of 3. Uh-huh. So to set up a punchline, you say 3 things in sequential order, and then you break it with the 4th time you say something.
Okay. Is there any way you have an example of that?
An example would be, I'm telling you about my parents. They're from Mexico, my parents' hometown. I'm telling you about the pyramids. And then I go back into the whole crackhead spiel, which you don't think that I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That's just the science behind it, but I'm just not that good at it right now. But essentially, that's
okay. But this is a good precursor.
Yeah,
right? This is a good place. So I want to see I want to see how it develops, because you could. I have seen or heard of comics having the same material and just finding ways to make it funnier and condense it.
That's usually how comics build their sets.
Some comics work on their material for years. Like they'll have a whole show or like a whole set that they've been critiquing for years, because there's always funny ways you could say things. There's ways that these jokes can hit and be condensed. But like the bones are good. I want you to kind of refine it, and then come back and try to do the same set again in a couple weeks. You think you could do that?
Yeah. I mean, that's essentially why I'm presenting it here. Was one, to get rid of the nerves, and I mean this platform has always kind of, in essence, been like a relic of our progression.
Yeah,
both as people and as, because we want to take. I don't know about you, but I really want to be taking a lot of these things more seriously. Like not that I want to be a comic, but I want to be more entertaining, more funny. And I think things like this are really the bones of it. Going back to what you said earlier, not a lot of people know about the behind the scenes, And this is what the work that is being done is me going back and learning the science of trying to be funny and witty and doing punchlines. Because that I'm not a punchline guy. I'm more of a feel it out, kind of make abrupt jokes weirdly and things like that.
Yeah. No, I really I have fun coming up with punchlines. Like that's a really fun thing to
I don't know how you do it though, bro.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. But I really do think, because I know of a small comedy club that has specific not only just amateur night, they have a course. Amateur night. They do. Oh, hey. They have a course, and it's like a 4-week training. I think it's like a couple hours a week. I don't know what it is, but they teach you all the fundamentals you need, and then at the end of this class, as a graduation thing, they have a show that they sell tickets to for amateur night. I think you and I should go to one of those amateur night shows just to see how it is, and then maybe somewhere down the road
okay. How about this? We take some time to prep a little bit of.
No, what I'm saying is we should go watch the amateur graduation. We should go to the comedy club, because they sell tickets, $25. Just go watch see how it is, see the jitters, see how bad people are, see how and then like to see if that strikes anything in you.
Well, either way, I want to get myself to a point to do that. Yeah. That's why I'm like presenting everything here, so I don't come in with nothing. Matt, I watched a 2.5 hour course on these things, plus a bunch of other side videos.
That's
it's that
sounds exciting, man. I really like that you're doing that. Yeah,
it's a lot of time.
I finally get some fucking help on here.
Give it like a couple months, maybe it'll start paying off. I'm telling you, bro, I'm not a punchline guy. I'm sorry. I'm not afraid to admit it.
You can learn.
Yeah, but it's weird learning this, because like there's people like you that just are. Like I think I'm funny in another way. I don't even know how to describe my humor.
I'm telling you, man, it's not all glitz and glamour, though. I had to go through years of failure. You don't understand. And even now, I'll make a joke at work, and it does not land at all. And in my head, I'm like, oh, why did I fucking say that? And then I'll come back with a different joke, and everyone's fucking laughing, and I'm like, all right. So I got back. I got back to where I'm at. So I get it. It's fun. It's fun. Nah, man, I'm excited. And yeah, I'm telling you, you got some good stuff. I really am excited to see you kind of refine that. So you got a month, motherfucker.
A month?
You got a month.
All right. Well, next time that I really need to go back out there and study more comics.
Yeah.
Just so I can, take inspo and everything.
Yeah, just all you want to do is just find the funny things in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Even the stuff that's not funny to you, you can make a joke. I think you have so much material with like the dumb shit that happens with phones and cars and relationship stuff and work stuff and drama. Like there's so much to pull from, and it's
just knowing the how it is difficult, because essentially this course, I did the same thing that you're describing. I followed the course, and the guy mapped out
like how to do it. Yeah,
how to do your first set. Obviously, I didn't want to just copy and paste, because what the guy was saying is just copy and paste this. I'm gonna give you the material of what you're gonna say. You're just gonna copy and paste,
just plug in your
the outline. Yeah. So what we did prior to me even writing the set, and I even have it here, is I have all the outline of what it is, the information that I'm gonna use. So like I wrote stereotypes and like a bunch of things about myself, about my parents, about where I live and everything, the things that I was going to gravitate towards for the set itself. And so what I did was I used some inspiration of what the guy was trying to lay out, but then most of my own of how I wanted to structure, because I think I have a little bit of experience on structuring like these episodes and things like that, of how I want to articulate it, and plus more to my humor, because I don't know if you can sell my delivery. I have more of an awkward-ish kind of delivery and humor type thing like that. And that was just. I'm telling you, I'm having really fun with it. A really good time with it.
Yeah, you're making me want to write something.
You should.
Yeah, I should.
You should.
I really, because I used to. At some point in my childhood, I wanted to be a comedian, like a comic. Mm-hmm. And I remember I used to like my dad used to get like, I don't know if my dad remembers this. Shout out to my dad if he remembers this. But sometimes he'd get like super drunk and he'd make me like recite funny lines from movies. He'd be like, Matt, I'll give you $5. Come and say that line from that movie in front of everybody. And I'd be like, damn, like $5.
Get the show on.
$5 for me to just act a fool, be a silly little guy.
Yeah. So
I would do shit like that. So the performance aspect of it doesn't bother me as much. It's more so just I get into my own head about being like structurally funny. On the fly, I'm on the fly funny.
Yeah.
I hate when people are like, "Oh, you're funny. Tell me a joke," and I'm like, "Me? I don't know. Like I don't know. Like,
no,
I just don't. But I'm like reactive funny. You know?
You are, bro.
Yeah. So
you're quick with it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's annoying.
No, but
it's annoying because like it's like an intrusive thought thing, and then sometimes I'll say something and I'm like, "Ooh, maybe I should have said that." Even if it
looks like you have a great relationship with food.
Yeah.
It's a great line, man. Put that on the shirt.
I'm sorry.
Put that
I have a great relationship with
food.
Hey.
No, but one of the things that the guy said that really, he said something that I think is a testament to anything that people want to like just start off doing, is that if you're going into this expecting greatness, expecting to be like the comics that you see, you're automatically going to fail, because you are never going to live up to that. Set no expectations and just write.
Be
just write.
Be you. You like, it's the same thing with rapping. It's the same thing with basketball. It's the same thing with poetry. It's the same thing with painting. You can have inspiration, and as as you're growing, you're gonna pull some inspiration. You're gonna have like your favorite comic is probably more different than my favorite comic. So,
who's your favorite comic?
Dave Chappelle.
Gabriel Iglesias.
See, and that makes sense. Why you're not funny. So, I'm just kidding. No, I love Gabriel Iglesias.
Me too.
Shout out. No, but
he has
like,
a great relationship with food.
Yeah, literally. So, but like you can see, right? Dave Chappelle is a storyteller that has funny moments, and then the punch. Like, yes, structurally, I try to follow his humor, but it's not. When I say things, people know that's coming from Dave. They know that's coming from, what other comics do I follow? Like Ralph Barbosa. Like they have like. When you try to emulate them too much, people know. It's nice when it's your own type of thing. And I'm curious because I don't even know what type of that I am, And you're still trying to find it. So it's exciting. I'm excited. I'm going to write something. I got you.
You should.
I got you.
You should. And then I'm telling you, we can, the best way for us to get better, I've noticed, is
we're going to live stream it.
To make it
we're going to live stream it. Why would you want to live stream it?
You want to live stream?
On YouTube? we can hang out for an hour, set the camera up, and then
have our set.
We'll have a little ambiance behind it. No, it wouldn't be this set. It'd be like we can set up the green screen or the black screen, and then come out Angel, and then you have your little 5-minute bit. I have my 5-minute bit. We get booed. Hey, I'm just saying.
Amateur night.
Making it an event. Making an event.
Have a couple of people go on.
Yeah. Have a couple people in the audience boo us.
Yeah. Have Paula as our opener.
Yeah.
She's doing a 15-minute 15-minute guitar solo.
And then he has a 15-minute outro guitar solo. And he does a 15-minute rendition of the national anthem. Yeah,
the national anthem. Just the extended cut.
The Snyder cut. Hell yeah, man. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited for you and your comedic journey. That actually wasn't that bad.
Really? Don't say that. It's gonna go to my head. I was really nervous. I practiced it maybe like twice, and then I kind of.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us know if it was bad in the comments. Was it bad or was it good?
Be honest.
Be honest. Be fucking honest, and just because he's never gonna learn. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know.
Well, Matthew, comedic things aside, you invited me out to your mother's memorial. Ladies and gentlemen, I saw it. I saw the urn.
He fucking...
And immediately I felt so bad. Because I'm like, ma'am, I'm so sorry. But funny enough, Matthew.
That's so funny.
It wasn't too bad because I am very, very experienced in the realm of being near dry women.
I'm sorry.
So...
No, so yes, this past weekend, it just so happened that there was a boxing fight.
Yeah.
It was three things for me in my life. It was my mom's passing anniversary, which unfortunately, thanks, Mom, unfortunately lands on 4/20, so I can't even have that day to myself. You know what I'm saying? When it first happened, like everyone's like, it's 4/20, time to get turned, and I'm over there like crying and shit, like I'm all sitting in the corner just kind of like, I couldn't cope. So she took that day from me, thanks. But it was my mom's passing anniversary. It was 4/20, and there was actually a boxing fight that day. And I didn't close, so it was just a perfect fucking day.
Perfect storm of a day. It was a really nice day. We saw one of the best boxing matches that have happened in a while.
In a while, it was really good.
I
knew. Ryan.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to you.
You know what's funny? So two things really quick. Ryan bet on himself, right? I didn't know that it was legal to bet on yourself. It is only legal to bet on yourself if you bet to win. It's illegal if you bet to lose.
Because then you would.
Because then you could throw, right? Yeah. But then Ryan Garcia bets like a certain amount. Yeah.
2 million?
2 million. And he got what?
7?
7, yeah. On the win?
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh. So that stuff is crazy. I didn't know that. So yeah. So Ryan ended up winning the fight. He bet on himself.
Crazy, dude.
Good fight.
If you would tell me 9 times out of 10 that if I thought that Ryan was gonna win that fight, I had no faith.
I knew.
I had no faith.
That ref cost me $5. Haney was fucking out in the. I think he got rocked in the 7th. Like when he really went down.
Technically, bro, if Ryan really wanted to finish it, it could have been a first round stoppage. It could have.
Yeah.
But round 7, he was holding on for a dear life.
He was holding on. The ref was giving him breaks and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then he cost me $5. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was a good fight. It was a good night. It was a good little. We didn't do anything too crazy because we invited people. As the years have gone on, we've kept it very simple for my mom. And like I said, it turned. I didn't think it was going to be a party, but it turned out to be like a little. Everyone took a shot.
Mm-hmm.
We had to.
Yeah, I took a shot with you.
Yeah, Yeah.
I think is that the first shot we took together? No. There's been a couple of occasions. Don't really take shots that often.
No, I felt a little about it, but I did it, for the gram.
Yeah.
And it was a good night.
I did it for your mom.
Yeah, there you go. See? Yeah, as a payback, as a tribute.
Yeah.
Bro, you guys, you should have seen him. Literally, I was like, "Look, Angel, it's right there." And Angel, he's like, "I feel so bad."
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can you do it though?
Scoop it in, No, it was a good night. It was pretty cool. Thank you for coming. It was cool. Like I liked the atmosphere. The food was good. Everything was chill. It was a good night. The fights, man.
The fight was great. It was like there was a good game too.
Oh, the Lakers game. Yeah, that was the first Lakers game. Yeah, for sure. Coming off of that, Angel, really quick, I want to leave you guys with it's kind of a deep dive that I did a little bit. I went down the rabbit hole of like information, right? I said, right. So I went down this rabbit hole. You're familiar with the Blair Witch Project, right? Like
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about like how it was behind the scenes? Because I didn't, and I learned a few factoids that I just wanted to tell you about. Very interesting.
No.
So, I believe the movie came out, what,
98?
97, 98?
Yeah,
maybe,
around there.
Maybe 99, right?
Before, on the turning of the millennium.
Right. The screenplay was actually started in 1994. And it was a 26-page script with no dialogue. That whole entire movie was completely improvised. They did a small casting call, and out of 2,000 people, they picked 3. They let the actors. I don't know if it was the actors or the writers, but I'm pretty sure it was the writers that made the decision to keep the actors' names real, like their real names, because it would add to the improv, and it'd be a lot harder to. It's a lot harder to like, hey, what's up, Angel? But your name is Dave, but it's not in the paper.
Yeah.
So right, so they kept to keep things authentic. They used their own names, and most of the movie was improvised, unbeknownst to the actors, for certain things. Certain set pieces, certain things that were happening during the movie were surprises. The actors all had to sign waivers that the crew had the ability to mess with them psychologically as a part of the movie. So they had to sign a waiver. And every day they filmed for 8 days. The movie was shot in 8 days. And every day they only had very, 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 very small communication with the crew through walkie, but the crew was told not to intervene at any point unless like an immediate emergency. But realistically, they were kind of cut off from the crew. There was cameras all in the forest. Like they did stuff.
Sounds like an experiment, bro.
And then on top of that, the actors are filming themselves.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of the terror in the movie is real. Because there was a lot of things happening that was a genuine response from the crew. For example, there's a moment where I think they're like rattling the tents. They didn't tell them that they were going to have people shaking the tents and doing stuff. I think there was even one specific moment where, technically, in the script, the Blair Witch was supposed to be caught on film. There's a part where the female lead goes, "What is that over there? What am I looking at?" And they were actually seeing somebody in a white robe in the woods. They didn't know that was going to happen. They actually saw somebody in the robe, but one of the guys was so terrified that he forgot to catch it on camera. He was supposed to get it going by, and he was so terrified that it was really authentic. They were doing things like that. There was a part where they're hearing children laugh in the woods. They didn't know that was going to happen. The crew put speakers around the woods, their camping area, and had children laughing, little things like that. They didn't even know how the movie was going to end. Like, there was just, there was prompts that they would get. I don't know how they would get them to them, but there were these, like, Dropbox prompts that, like, each individual actor had that only they knew. So this actor, there's a part where, so there was a part where one of the actors went missing. And the other 2 didn't know that he was going to do that. Yeah. So they genuinely started to get worried that he was missing, little things like that. So I just was shocked because that movie, like, they tried to play it as if it was real. But I was actually genuinely shocked that that's how it was behind the scenes. Like, a lot of that terror is real. That's kind of fucked up.
Well, early horror was like that. Like,
Aliens, they did that with Aliens.
The Shining?
Yeah.
They tortured that girl.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, she did not know all that was going on.
Yeah. They did that with recently in the first It movie, the remake. They didn't show the kids what Pennywise looked until the first scene that they do with him, and so that fear was genuine. It was, Yeah. So I guess that's a way to do it. So yes, those methods are always present. I think they were in Alien as well. The original Alien. They didn't know the face hugger was gonna pop out of the stomach, so they genuinely got scared. They didn't know that was gonna happen. So that scene is genuine. Yeah. So I just went on that rabbit hole of like finding out that they did these specific methods to make that movie. It's fucking terrifying. I don't know if I could do it.
Do what? Do the orchestrating or be the actor?
Be the actor in that type of environment of like being in the woods and then them not telling you anything and you're doing something that's the opposite of what you think you're supposed to do. It's weird. It's actually really weird. So no,
but it made for a great movie.
It did,
it was.
It got the results. The results. I'm just saying, fuck. Like I would shit my pants. That behind the scenes stuff is interesting.
Yeah, man.
The production, the post-production side of things is actually very interesting.
I can see Mr. Beast doing something like that.
Probably. I can't wait till Mr. Beast gets a little older and he starts
messing with people.
He starts becoming a villain, yeah. And he has like a theme park, like a Hunger Games type of thing.
You have 30 seconds to escape this death trap.
What's up, YouTube? Today I put 50 million bear traps in the woods. Let's see who we can catch.
Do you know that if he really wanted to do that, he could?
Yeah. YouTube money for some people is actually through the roof. Some content creators are making so much more money, more than pro athletes, more than actors. Like, that YouTube money is crazy for some people.
Speaking of YouTube, I'm not the best of keeping up with trends unless they're YouTube orientated because I'm a YouTube nerd. So Matthew, something that came up in the news recently that I found very interesting is are you familiar with Watcher?
No.
So let me ask a follow-up question. Are you familiar with BuzzFeed Unsolved?
Oh yeah, I love that.
So there are the guys.
Yeah, okay.
They left BuzzFeed.
Oh, okay.
Went off, did the whole Try Guy thing. Went off to create their own spiel.
Both of them?
Yeah, both of them. And then they brought the guy over from that food thing.
One of them was the Asian guy, right?
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
I don't know off the top of my head.
I love their videos though.
Yeah. So the two people from Unsolved and then one of the guys all that left BuzzFeed went over to make the Watcher channel.
Okay.
A bunch of fans following them over. Before this thing transpired, they had a little under 3 million subscribers.
Oh shit.
And so, I don't know how much you're into the whole YouTube spiel, but it is not that uncommon for nowadays for creators to try to establish themselves with media companies and employ people for their productions.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so their videos are very high budget. Extremely high budget for them being, just YouTube videos.
Yeah, for sure.
They have a staff of 25 people.
Oh, shit.
25 salaries, studio space, rent space for when they go out to shoot, permits, and all things like that. Like, they're running a big operation. That's the context of it. Recently, as like a couple of days ago, they released a video basically explaining that they no longer saw the YouTube landscape as something viable for them and their company. Mm-hmm. So their measures was to take their library, of the content that they've made and any future content off of YouTube, a place where their audience has been curated, a place where their audience has been accustomed to receiving content for free, much like we do. Mm-hmm. And then they were asked to go onto a third-party website structured like a streaming service if they wanted to partake in any of that content.
So they moved platforms?
Basically.
What platform did they move to?
They created...
Oh, they made their own?
Yeah, they made their own.
Okay.
They were trying to be a Netflix. They called, I believe the name was Watcher Network.
Okay.
They were going to have original content and all of their YouTube haul, basically. Okay. And although I don't think it's a bad idea to do something like that, to offer exclusive content for people that want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I think where the issue lied is that you took something that was free on a website in which basically made you and asked the people that quite frankly made your career, hey, come give me more money.
Now you have to pay for this.
Exactly. And
okay.
Not only that, you're well aware of Patreon, right?
Yeah.
They had a Patreon going.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they had a Patreon on the side that was a very successful one at that. And on top of that, they went over to make this third-party site.
Okay.
For more secure revenue streams.
Like for just a bigger chunk of their revenue. It's their own site. They're making their own money. I'm sure YouTube, with the 3 million subscribers they have and the thousands, hundreds of thousands of views they get, you hate to see those taxes taken out, bro. You hate to see a chunk of your money get taken by someone who didn't really do much of the work. So that's probably the thinking. Like, hey, if we make our own site, we get 100% of the profits.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's why I don't disagree with those methods to make exclusive content on a third-party website.
Right.
I don't think that's ever a bad thing. But to make all of your content just like that, I think where it felt like a rug pull. And
a little bit.
their charging price was $5.99, which is not the worst. But again, you're gonna put yourself out there with the Netflix, with the Disneys and everything. What value
else are you bringing?
No, yeah, what value do you bring to the table? Because sure, Disney is like $12.99 right now, but they have an overhaul of near like 100 years.
Yeah,
you know
they have a lot of stuff for you to. Your $20 a month is not as bad when you're getting 100 years of content,
mm-hmm.
whereas this place or this new site. It's like all your older videos, right? Do they get their BuzzFeed videos too?
No.
That makes sense. Damn. Okay. So do you have an update on them? Are they failing?
So there was immediate backlash.
Right.
It started from their core fan base, and then it rippled around through the internet because, again, it's not uncommon for creators to want to establish themselves
outside of different platforms.
Outside for more stability. Yeah, I do understand that. And as someone who also kind of wants to follow some similar route to that, this was a masterclass of what not to do to your audience and that outsourcing methods. You know, YouTubers and everything, they based a lot of their revenue on ads. That's essentially what it comes down to. You're kind of just like a billboard, to simplify things. And ads fluctuate, bro. You know?
They do. Yeah.
And when you're trying to sustain a company, we have both worked for companies that established companies that struggle themselves. Now imagine something that you don't know that has like a set price and it's fluctuating. Like, I understand, but you know, their biggest advantage is their audience, and it's something that was negated. So basically, they gave an update a couple of days ago, backpedaling everything that was said. And basically, this new streaming service is more or less just going to be a glorified window time for you to get that content before.
So it's their own Patreon.
Their own Patreon.
You can subscribe and get these 2 days faster. Get this.
I believe it's like 1, maybe 3 months.
Oh
earlier.
Shit! Damn.
Because I'll tell you, it's high budget shit.
Oh shit!
It's high budget shit. But one of the biggest complaints of their audience was that nobody ever asked for it to be high budget.
Like you're doing too much.
Yeah.
It's that essentially like you're trying to justify these changes that we didn't even want.
Exactly.
Okay. And then you're complaining about the cost of it when again we're not asking you to have movie level fucking production, but you're choosing to do that and mad that we're not paying.
Exactly.
Interesting. When we were getting it for
free.
And you still were making money off of that.
Yeah. Essentially, when it comes to like this whole YouTube thing, your audience is your
everything.
Yeah, your pride. Like, you have to take care of it because them supporting you is everything. Them watching is literally everything.
That's why I've always wanted to adopt that like give back style as well. And I've seen other streamers and YouTubers do that, right? Where they don't make sure they give back. I think one of the streamers, Nick Merckx, he has a like for subs, and all you got to do is be sub for like a month or something, right? Something like that. Where they have like he hosted like a barbecue, where it's like he rented out a baseball stadium. And then he threw a little barbecue with his community. You know, he's always done giveaways, and all the money he's gotten, a lot of it he's given back to like the community. So it's like those things, you gotta take care of your communities. You gotta take care of the people who got you there. And when you get a little too greedy, or ambitious or overly ambitious,
that's the one. It's
like where it becomes a problem.
There is successful like companies or media companies in the realm, but they're like the pioneers of YouTube. So they've been doing this for a while, and people that are just starting off now want to emulate that. And you know that even we struggle to do that to some degree. Like we look at our heroes and everything and want to emulate everything that they're doing. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So I completely understand where they're coming from and where they want to do. But bro, 25 employees for you to run a fucking YouTube channel is crazy.
Hey, we could use a couple extra hands, I'm not gonna lie, but 25 would be a lot.
25 would be a lot.
Yeah.
It's to have a team, especially with like the content that we want to make and everything, really does help, but it's not necessary.
There's a possibility that you can do all of this by yourself if you truly wanted to, and it doesn't even have to be that big budget.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was an interesting thing to bring out into the conversation, given where we want to take things and how it partakes into like us.
Yeah. I think it's interesting, and I always wonder what happened to them on like because they weren't a part of BuzzFeed anymore.
Yeah.
And then what's funny is that you say that is I saw a clip of their podcast pop up on my timeline because what's his name has long hair.
Yeah, he does.
He has long hair now. I didn't know. I was like, he looks familiar, but he didn't even sound like him. Like he didn't even sound like he used to sound. I don't know, but yeah, interesting. Keep me posted with that. See how that goes.
Well, I think they lost. I think right now they're at 2.7 million subscribers. So they lost a good chunk.
Oh, shit.
A good chunk of their people.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things where when you betray your audience, that trust is hard to get back.
It's hard to bring people back.
Yeah. It's hard to get them in the first place, but once trust like that is broken, I don't think this is like the end of them, obviously, but I think it's going to be a while before they're able to be on that stature to begin with. Like where they kind of shot themselves at the foot.
A little bit. I'm sure they can slowly build back, but it might take a little bit. Sure. Well, shout out to them.
Unless this was all a publicity stunt.
It could. That's the thing. You never know these days.
You never know.
You never fucking know these days.
Because, I mean, everybody, every corner of YouTube, like commentary channels were having a field day with this.
Yeah, it's the YouTube, the platform communities. That's all the gossip is. It's like high school, the fight that happens in high school. All the schools talking about it,
Bro, when you said that, I was like, damn, you're kind of right.
Every aspect of life emulates high school. You don't ever get out of it. I'm telling you, location just changes, not the same. Like the communities, the habits, the functions, the way everything is all the same. So I get it, because YouTube platform drama is different than I don't know anything about what's going on necessarily in the YouTube drama, but I know what's going on in the Twitch drama. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what's going on. I know what streamers doing this. I was just telling a story about back in like 2015, maybe a little bit sooner around then. There was a streamer. I don't remember his name. You might have heard of it, but there was a streamer who got into an accident and he was paralyzed below the waist and he was handicapped. And he got a lot of support and a lot of sympathy.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And he just had a really big community, and he was living off of this shit. And there was one day where he's like, "All right, Chad, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for, mind you, he's in a wheelchair. Yeah. He's like, "All right, Chad, thank you guys. Have a good one." He clicks, and then he just stands the fuck up on stream. And then you just see the chat going, what the fuck? And he's still streaming, and then someone you could tell someone like comes from behind the screen. They turn it off, and then he tried to say that he fell, and then he disappeared from the internet.
Yeah,
just gone.
Crazy.
I don't know. So
we should do that.
No, my mom's not dead. My mom hasn't been dead. It's all a ruse. Mom, come on out. No, just kidding. Imagine. So yeah, man. Okay, cool. Well, shout out to them. I guess if you want a podcast that's not gonna shit on you, like and subscribe. We're right here.
We're right here.
Mediocrely.
Joe Rogan, we're coming for your fucking throat.
I want to be one of my goals is to be on the Joe Rogan podcast. Could you imagine if you and I were on there?
Same time?
Yeah. It'd have to be a duo.
I think I'll make it on before you.
Not with those jokes.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the very last episode of the Amateur Hour podcast. No, but thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing. We really, really appreciate it.
And shout out to all the subscribers. Like, speaking of subscribers, like we're slowly getting there. We're almost at 200. So anyone that's subscribed in the last month, thank you. Like,
we
honestly,
appreciate you. Round of applause to yourself,
yep,
guys.
Thank you.
Get us to 500, please.
Please. That's the first step. That's our biggest goal. By the end of the year.
By the end of the year? Oh, that's so doable by the end of the year.
Yeah, by the end of the year, 500.
Tell everybody, come on. We're providing you guys with free content every week. At least we're trying to. Before we start charging you.
Yeah, before we start charging you and scamming you guys. So, appreciate you. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Angel, with that, do you have any final thoughts?
Yes. Stay tuned for me to keep revising my comedy set. See if at some point I can actually be funny. That's the whole goal of this.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you later. Go see another episode if you want to see more of us. Go watch our reaction. You got another video. Thank you. Bye bye.
Have a good one.
You're like a dream that's come true. I only wish you knew you're all I've waited for. Christmas with